So the last few years, we've been coming out here to Spednic Lake and we're exploring it, and being it's an uncharted lake, we have to be really careful getting around the boat because there's lots of rocks. So I got my buddy Andrew Oliver here, and he's a top-ranked tournament pro here in New Brunswick, has been for years. We're gonna go find a new section of the lake that we have not fished before, and Andrew and I are gonna see if we can pick this thing apart and find some nice bass.
I just got a stick bait, soft stick bait, just seeing if there's something aggressive. What are you throwing, Rick?
I've got a spinnerbait on.
Okay. Well, we'll try two different approaches here.
I'm just gonna take us in, and they say this thing's rock heaven, so we're being real careful with stuff we don't know.
Fish on.
All right.
No, I don't think he's, oh, there goes my Senko.
Cool.
2.5 maybe, something like that.
He looked decent. He wasn't long jumping on it, was he?
Nope.
Yeah, nice fish. Like, net him, or are you gonna grab him?
I'll get him. He's two-ish.
Yeah. Nice healthy smallmouth.
Nice and fat.
Yeah.
Good way to start the day. Well, that first fish of the day was about a 2.25. Caught him on a soft stick bait. Just thrown it out and let it flutter down through, and he come up and took it. Just second cast of the day, maybe third at the most. It's a very simple approach, just using a weedless hook, so we can fish around the weeds here and hopefully not get caught up in them.
There he is.
That's a little better, isn't it?
Yeah.
That looks like a good one, Rick.
I got this guy on a avocado tube. I missed him twice. He hit it twice and then come back and got it again.
He's no quitter then?
No, he wanted to eat. There's something underneath. I can't tell if it's just some grass or what it is. Anyway, nice healthy fish. It's about the same size as Andrew's. After you caught that first fish on that wacky rig, I switched right over to plastic, because as we came across there towards where you got bit, the bottom changed from just a hard bottom. It looks like we got a low weed here, and that fish hit it right on that edge as I dropped it in. What's odd is we're not catching another one on it, and I thought where we hit that transition, we'd get fish right away.
Somewhere there.
We surround them.
We're giving them ample opportunity.
I got mine.
Ah. I got mine.
There we go, daily double.
Put your, you got,
Oh, sounded good.
put your talon down?
It's down. Before I ever made that cast,
Okay,
that talon went down.
I'm used to hearing the pump that I never even heard the talon.
Yeah, that is first daily double.
You think mine was bigger, but it's not.
I think they're about the same. They're absolutely the same year class. One might have had a meal bigger than the other, but.
Took it right where we're supposed to. Yeah, yours bigger than mine.
So Andrew saw two fish boil on the surface behind the boat, and we both give her a toss, and anyway, it's a daily double, first one. So what happened there is I have a 1/8 ounce weight inside that tube, and Andrew's fishing that wacky rig with no weight. So mine actually got down to the bottom first. I get hit first, but his got, is just literally right behind it.
Well, I was throwing an inline spinner on the right side of the boat, and I heard a splash, looked back, two fish broke water, so Rick grabbed a tube and I grabbed a wacky rigged Senko style bait, tossed them over. Rick hooked up first, and within 5 seconds I hooked into the second one.
So they must have come up and hit and went right back to the bottom again. Your
That
line's
feels better.
coming out. I'm going to drop in beside it in case he's got a buddy, but I can't see
Certainly
in the
feels
sun.
solid anyway. There he comes.
Yeah, I was trying to get dropped in
Now he's just
beside
come
you
right
just
at
in
me.
case.
Love that sound. A little better.
No, I thought just for a second I thought he might have been the ice cream fish. Hey, he had a buddy, Andrew. I got him.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Perfect. You get the bigger one. Now,
Well,
what's
it's typical though, really. How many, usually when you get a follower, the follower, they're tangled up now.
Uh-oh.
Now they're
We're
untangled.
free. We're free.
Usually the follower seems to be the bigger one, although I think these are the same size, pretty much.
Not flipping mine. Mine's yeah, about the same.
Yeah, I think they're both the same size.
Somebody hooks up, gets it close to the boat, throws something in behind it.
So that's 2 doubles in 5 minutes.
Yep.
Well, I couldn't see anything, but I know
couldn't either.
This lake, when you know the other ones come up in a pair, and quite often then you'll have a follower in here.
No, that means there's some fish around for sure.
They're both similar size. He was right underneath yours. I dropped that right down the side of your line. That's a decent fish too, Andrew. That's not bad.
Not bad. I would say about the same.
Yeah, they seem to be all like similar size. I want to get on similar size where they're all over 3.
Yeah, I understand. These are fun. They're all fun. Some are just more fun than others, right? Did you get him?
He's coming. No, he's gone.
That fish come out of about 12 feet of water. Rick marked 2 or 3 fish on the front graph. He tossed in, I tossed in behind him. I got lucky and hooked up.
I don't see anybody. Well, I got a good hook set. I'm on him here in the corner of the mouth. There we go. He's chubby. Chubby. Same as my little guy or one of the big guys? No, it's mine the same as mine.
Same as yours.
Looking for your big boys.
Perfect hook set, roof and mouth. He hit it hard.
Yeah,
Wow.
he did too. Nice healthy fish though, aren't they?
Tube. I think it's an 1/8 ounce. No, it's 1/4 ounce. Heavyweight.
Yeah, a quarter's better for this because it gets right down when you drop it.
It's a color a lot of guys don't like to use. That's why I use it. Rick's got one.
Just stopped.
Hasn't jumped yet.
No, could be a pickerel.
I was going to say maybe a pickerel. No jumps. Yeah, it's got to be.
Unless I'm over something with them.
No,
Yeah,
smaller.
Got to be something else in there with that.
Looks good everywhere right here. Yeah. That's weird. It took him that long to jump. Yeah. That looks a little better, isn't it?
Yeah, look at the spots all over the side of them. Something wrong with them.
Yeah.
Come here.
Well, that's a nicer fish. Oh yeah. That's a little better.
I've never seen that. Makes you wonder if some kind of worm under the scales. Both sides too. Yeah, something breaking out of the skin, some kind of parasite. Welcome back to Backwater Casting. In this part of the show, we're going to learn a little bit more about our guest, Andrew Oliver, and we're just going to keep on fishing for Spednic Lake smallmouth bass. Another jackall re-range fish.
Another 1.5 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah. No
Another
buddies
twin.
under him. I was looking for buddies. He didn't have any buddies.
Another twin.
Let's go. Up he comes. Oh, no, he says not yet. Here we go. Seems to be our average size.
Short line, and I'd be surprised if I hold him in there.
Swing him. That is a good fish. Ah.
A little better, thank you.
Yeah, quite a bit better. That's a different year class, by a year probably. Did you see him on the screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Now,
look-
how big's he?
Yeah, I would say just under 2 pounds. You think?
Boy, you're tough.
Am I? Well, when you're not fishing, Andrew, what's your day job?
Yeah, I work for the province. I've been with them for 33 years. Involved in highway safety, which involves signing, lighting, striping, various safety issues, trying to make the highways safer for everybody that's on them.
Wind's moving the boat.
There you go. Good call. Fishing a tube, Rick?
I dropped the tube there. I went to a melon orange. This is not a big one. Yeah, baby. That guy was right on the bottom. Saw him on the Lawrence. Dropped it right on his head. I thought he was bigger from the size of the mark on the screen. It actually looked like a bigger fish. I was hoping one of those 2 Andrew had hooked was down there. Bottom?
Haven't decided yet.
That sounded okay too. Get this hook out of the net
Sorry.
in case. Net or no, I didn't see him.
No, same. He is spitting out crayfish.
Yeah.
Crayfish. No, it's back to normal stuff. Come here. Come here. Come here. Perfect hook set. Right where you want it. About the smallest one of the day. I'll take that. That last one I just hooked there, that he was spitting out some crayfish at the side of the boat, regurgitating. Means he's down feeding on the bottom, around the rocks, right off this drop, probably about 15 feet, maybe, Rick? Does that sound about right?
Probably, yeah. We're in 30 and you're about halfway down.
Looks like a nice one, Rick.
This appears to be my biggest one so far. Yep, it is.
Yep.
Came on my little worm.
You want to net him?
Sure. Yeah, I don't want to break a rod.
Can't see him. That's a nice one too, sir.
Yeah, that's my big one for the morning so far.
Yeah, I'll give you 2.5.
Yeah, he's about 2.5. That'd be my biggest one so far today. Big belly on him.
That was a nice fish, Rick. Would you catch him on?
So that one, I switched over to a jackall flick shake finesse worm. Just a nice little thin worm, more finessey than the bigger Senko style baits I was throwing. And that hooked up a little better on that small hook.
Oh, that feels good.
Got one? Cool. I'm going to stay
Yep.
right. It's all right.
It's a netter.
It's a bass. I'm going to stay. It's a netter?
Yep.
Okay.
Power down.
I'm going to stay right out here.
Oh, it feels like bigger than Rick's.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Don't knock them off. That's all I can ask.
Don't knock them off.
It's a nice fish. I
That's
know,
a good
2.5.
fish, Andrew. That's good. You just puked some stuff up. You just lost some weight.
What,
Yeah,
a 2.5-er? I don't know. Somewhere in
That's throwing up bait fish that looked like. Yeah, nice solid fish.
2-pluser. Felt good, I know that. Beauty, nice and fat. Take him all day long. All day long.
Well, Andrew, why don't you tell the folks a little bit about this net that you brought with us today? I mean, I really like this. It extends here, it extends there, so you got a lot of reach with it. A little smaller than what we typically use. So why don't you tell the folks a little bit about that?
That net's new for Lucky Strike for this year. They call it a B4. It's a little smaller than the standard net. It's great for smaller boats, kayaks, canoes. It's very collapsible. It doesn't take a lot of space.
Oh, he's all right. I
Really?
take it back, buddy. I'm
Really?
sorry I insulted you, pal. You're bigger than I thought.
That's a dark one there, Rick. I'm coming up to net him for you.
Nobody with him, is there?
Not that I can see.
No,
That's
he's
nice.
actually good fish, isn't he?
Yep.
Oh, geez, I guess it's a good fish.
I saw him jump.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I saw him jump, but I didn't think he was that good.
Looks like he just pulled him off a big rock.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice quality
Yeah,
fish.
look at
there.
the gut on it. Yeah, nice. And no, this guy's not, he doesn't have that parasite stuff on him either. You notice that? Poof, gone.
What are you going to throw for a bait here, Rick?
I am going to throw drop shot.
I got the same thing. Yeah, they're about the same size, not much bigger.
Go bend the rod.
And there might have been one with it.
Yeah.
Stop. Yeah, a little bigger, but not
Twins.
not a whole lot.
Same year class.
Well, I felt a little bit of a tap, and typically when you're drop shotting, you don't really set the hard hook set like you'd cross the eyes with a tube. There's a fish on up there. A lot of times you just kind of wind into him soft, put the hook in. I missed him the first time. He had it, spit it out, so I just dropped it down and held it, and I felt him tap it again and then set the hook on him.
Oh, nice fish. Yeah, that's a good one. Good one.
Big one?
Yeah, good one. Yeah.
Got him
nice.
okay?
Yeah.
One hand, say
No,
so.
I got him.
Size?
2-ish. Right in the corner of the mouth. Yeah. They're so fat here. I love this place. They're just big fat fish. And I gotta say, it's not a half bad lake. Just wonder, you ever been here before? It's not really that far from your house.
Yeah, it was 20, 25 years ago when I was here last time. If I remember right, the day was a wet, rainy, cold day. Just the opposite of what we're seeing today. It's hot, no wind, no rain. We caught fish, but certainly not the numbers we did today.
Boys, I'll tell you one thing, that is a healthy year class because they're all the same size.
Yeah.
So they must have a real strong year class 8 or 9 years ago or more.
So, I mean, you were looking at 3 or 4 years here, all those fish are going to be 2 plus 2.5 pound fish, right?
This is my tube,
Your dark melon?
melon orange.
Or melon orange, yeah. That looks like a pretty nice
It
fish.
looked half decent when it jumped.
Yeah.
Geez, there's nothing wrong with that,
Okay,
Andrew.
maybe. I'd take a net on that. That's bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah, that's a nice fish. Good, not bad either, right? You call about going over to get a fish to throw it, boom, set the hook.
Yeah, that didn't barely get on in the water. Oh, fat guy, nice.
Yeah.
Fat guy. He stayed up for a long time, and Rick hit the trolling motor, getting over somewhere close to him, tossed it to him, and he was on it just barely after it hit the water.
So the bottom just changed right there at, what, 40 feet here. Not as big as the last one, just deep. He's like every other smallmouth in the world. He thinks he's 5 pounds.
That was a nice fish, Rick.
Chunk, that seems to be our average size today. So whatever age that fish is, that must have been a really good spawning year for him. You got one of those immovable objects?
Yep.
Welcome back to Backwater Casting. In this part of the show, Andrew and I are moving the boat to do a little bit of exploring on Spednic. Boy, he thinks he's bigger, doesn't he? Got a bend in that rod.
He's definitely got attitude.
There he is. He's bigger than I thought. He's not bad. He's not bad. Come here. There you go. Come here. Get back in the water.
Oh, small one. But I'll take him.
First one for a bit. We'll take him. Mine.
Oh, there was a fish with it too, Rick.
Was there?
Yeah. Come here.
I got him, Andrew.
Did you?
Yeah.
Not huge, but we'll take them.
Yeah.
They look bigger, I know that.
Now I feel like I got him. No, that was a good call.
I just barely got a glimpse of it.
Yeah, this feels all right. Yes, sir. Not wanting to come up, is he?
Nope.
Goodness gracious. There he is. Oh, there he goes. Here he comes. There he goes.
Yeah, that's a good fish. Good fish.
Yeah. Now, nothing wrong with this net. You could put a big fish in this net. It looks small because we tend to use all these big nets, but this is a good net. Right in the roof of the mouth. Yeah, there you go. There. Not bad.
All day long.
All day long, yeah.
That was a nice one, Rick. Where'd you catch him on?
That came on a little crosstail shad. It's a little wee tiny minnow imitation. It's got a smoky, translucent, pearly look to it. Nice little finesse bait. Well, Andrew, I know that Lucky Strike's been involved with New Brunswick sport fishing for probably 25 years at the very least. Could you tell me what other activities they're involved in the Maritimes?
Lucky Strike, they support National Fishing Week that runs in usually the first week of July. Locally or provincially, they're a big advocate of kids and getting kids fishing. They support 2 events, kids events that The Brunswick Sport Fishing put on one in July in Oromocto and one in Woodstock in September. They support, I think it's the only school fishing club in the province in Port Elgin. Through the local Fish and Game, Fredericton, Chipman, support them in the family or kids-oriented events that they do. Plus some other smaller events that come up during the year help them as well. I haven't seen them. Sure it's not a pickerel.
No, it's a bass. I just got a glimpse of them there.
Oh, decent one.
Yes, sir.
Now that's about what the first one I hit when we come across was similar in size. That's a nice one, Rick. That's more what we're looking for.
That's what we're after right there. No longer on the hook. Nice, healthy old brown bass.
There he is. Thought he had on the lower lip, but he didn't. Now it's actually half of a soft stick bait that's got sin impregnated in it. I basically took it, cut it in half, and used it as a drop shot bait.
Well, Andrew, we were talking about the buff and the sun gloves, and I wear them quite often. I'm not wearing them today, but I do wear them. But a lot of people at home might not know what that is, so why don't you take a second, tell the folks why you have it on and what it's for.
I like to use them to help protect the back of my neck and my ears. You put them up over your head, put your hat on, and it just, when you have the sun at your back, you don't think about it, and you get a good burn around there. It's a lot like the gloves. It's a safety issue. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think he pulled it off the snag for you.
Yep.
We talked about that earlier. Sometimes the fish will just oblige you. Come pull that snag right off for you.
It's a nice one too.
Come here. Daily double in the net. There we go.
I'll give him
Yeah, it is a nice one too, Andrew. Good one.
Not bad.
Yeah,
Double
nice.
header.
Good double.
Best one of the day, I think. Yeah, I was fishing and where we're at, a lot of rocks, of course, and I got hung up. Rick had just swung the boat around, so go back to see if I could pop the bait off the bottom, and Rick hooks up, and then all of a sudden my line takes off. Fish comes along, grabs the bait, pulls it out of the snag, and double header.
Yeah, it's so funny. I just made a random cast as I was spinning the boat around to help Andrew off that snag, and I had one hit me, and I started to turn the boat for him, and he said, "Don't bother, it's off." The fish had his too. So when they're aggressive, they're aggressive.
Simple as that. No work involved. They did it themselves.
You gotta love it when it happens. I got him right off the screen. Whoa, love it.
Big one?
Yep,
Netter?
I can grab him.
Okay.
Yeah, he was on the bottom. I just saw him on the screen. I went right down the trolling motor.
Well, he's above average of the ones we were getting earlier.
Yeah, he is. He's better than that year class that we were getting earlier.
Let's just say I'd take those in most tournaments.
Yeah, oh yeah, most tournaments in New Brunswick, those are good fish. Nice. All in all, other than the fact that the humidex was 41 and it was whatever degrees, it was a great day out there.
Yeah, the heat and humidity had caught up with us eventually, I think.
Yeah, we
No.
had a good day in.
But, no,
Anyway,
Thank you
it was
again.
a pleasure. Thank you.
Same here.